Hey everybody, it's Jamie from No Getting Off This Train. Groceries are getting expensive. So today I am sharing 9 small ways that you can start saving money on the groceries you buy. If you have watched my previous grocery hauls in the past couple weeks, or if you have done grocery shopping yourself, like in the past year or so, you've probably noticed that prices on food is going up. And it's just been crazy seeing that. Not all of it has been huge, like the canned vegetables, for example, they have gone up maybe like 15 or 20 cents. But I have noticed that the price of meat has gone up significantly. I know a lot of you have noticed this as well. So today I really wanted to share with you a few things that I'm doing, as well as a couple other little tips that you can do to save money on your grocery bill. Now, honestly, you might know a lot of these already. Some of them you might not, but hopefully this will give you a few suggestions and maybe a little bit of inspiration just to kind of get back on the train of meal planning and budgeting for groceries. So number 1, first of all, you have to make a budget. And it doesn't really matter what your budget is. If you are a larger family, obviously you may need to budget more. If you have a smaller family, you'll need to budget less. Or maybe you need to budget more if you live in a more expensive area. The number doesn't matter so much as actually sticking to it. Now, back in the day, I used to say, budget $25 per person per week. And that used to do well for a while. But nowadays, you can't really do that. Maybe it depends on where you live. I would say maybe closer to $30 or $35 a week per person. Now, as an example, my family of 3 spends about $100 per week. And we could certainly make it on less than that. But this is just what we do in this day and age. So again, it doesn't matter what you choose as your budget. Just make sure you set a budget and then you try to stick to it as much as possible every week. Number 2 is an easy one, and that is to make one meatless meal every single week. Like I just said, the prices on meat, my gosh, it is crazy. I've seen chicken breasts go up. So they used to be like $1.99 a pound, maybe a little less if they're on sale. Nowadays, they're up to $2.49 to $2.99 a pound. And it's probably a lot more in your area. Who knows? But going meatless at least once per week can help you save some money there. First of all, you're saving money on the meat. And then secondly, vegetarian proteins can be a lot cheaper. A bag of dried beans. So let's say at Aldi, they sell 2-pound bags of dried black beans for around $2.49. Well, that 2-pound bag can easily get you quite a few meals. Whereas if you were to pay $2.49 for chicken, you might only get 1 pound, which is enough for maybe 1 meal. And then plus you're getting a lot of good fiber from the beans as well. And meatless does not have to mean boring. I make vegetarian burrito bowls all the time. And then there are plenty of soups you can make that you can fill with beans and vegetables and potatoes and all sorts of things to help keep you full. You don't necessarily need meat to stay full. There are plenty of other vegetarian protein options. Number 3 is to make breakfast for dinner at least once per week. Breakfast foods can be so much cheaper. Things like pancakes, waffles. A lot of us probably already keep the ingredients to make those in our pantry, so it's pretty easy to just pull them out and then make a batch of pancakes. We do that once a week, to be honest with you. Every Saturday for us is pancakes and movie night. So I'll make a batch of pancakes, we'll have some scrambled eggs to go with it, and then some fruit. And seriously, that is so much fun, and Allison looks forward to that every single Saturday. So make it a fun event too. Pancakes is a good option. Scrambled eggs, maybe an egg casserole of some sort, even biscuits. Maybe biscuits and gravy. But making breakfast once a week is one way that we tend to save money. Next up, repurpose your meals. And what I mean by that is if you make a big batch of something for dinner, you can quite possibly turn it around and turn it into a different meal idea. As an example, let's say you make a huge pot of chili. and maybe you get tired of eating straight up chili. You could put the chili on hot dogs and make chili dogs. You could also make chili spaghetti. And you turn one meal into 2 or 3 meals, and that is one way that you can save money. I tend to do that with a couple of different recipes. Like for example, I make a slow cooker chicken parmesan sandwich where you just put chicken in the slow cooker along with like spaghetti sauce and a few other things. And then you shred it and you put it on top of like a sub roll for a sandwich. Well, we'll make it for a sandwich, but then we have so much left over, I turn the rest into spaghetti. So I pour the chicken and the spaghetti sauce mixture on top of spaghetti, and then there's a meal. So I'm taking one meal and then spreading it out into multiple. Next up, take advantage of sale items when you can, and do the buy one for now and buy one for later method. One of my friends does this as well. So if something is on sale, let's say maybe a block of cheese or maybe like cans of vegetables or something, she will buy one for the week, whatever she needs it for, and then she'll buy one extra to use maybe the next week. And the theory behind that is, it goes on sale the one week and it may not go on sale again for a few more weeks. So theoretically, you could buy enough to last you between 4 to 6 weeks until it goes on sale again. But if you're trying to stick to a budget, you may not have all that money to buy a whole bunch. So you could buy, like I said, one for now and one for later. And that would be an easy way to stock up your pantry too. You could either do it that way. You could also maybe set aside $5 a week, and every week you take that $5 and you pick one thing to buy. It could be canned vegetables. It could be boxes of pasta or salsa. Take all of that $5 and just buy as much of that one item as you can. My next tip is to check all of the clearance sections in your grocery store when you do your shopping. Maybe even before you do your meal planning. It depends on how you meal plan. Some people like to do reverse meal planning, which is where you go into the store and you buy what's on sale, and then you make meal ideas based on that. But checking the clearance sections first is a really good way to save money, because honestly, you never know what's going to be there when you walk in. And some stores have different clearance areas. For example, Kroger, my store, has a couple of different produce clearance sections. They also have a section for dried goods, and then sometimes even for meat. I also like visiting Meijer as well, because Meijer typically has like bagged salad mixes on clearance, and then they have a little like deli section where they put pre-packaged deli meat and deli cheese so you can just grab and go. And a lot of times they will have meat there that is marked down to like 40% off. So I could easily grab some deli ham or deli chicken or something. I also use Flash Food, and I know a lot of you do not have it in your area, but Flash Food is an app that you can download, and you can check certain stores in your area might have that little fridge, and they sell things like produce and meat, other things for 50% off. So I will usually check that a few times a week to see if there's anything in there, and then I will tend to make meal ideas based on what I buy. Now my next tip might be a little contradictory to the one I just said, but this tip is to do your shopping online. Now I have talked to so many people who are impulse shoppers. I'm kind of an impulse shopper as well. And they say that shopping online has saved them so much money because they're not walking through each aisle. They're not seeing like all these cool things that they just want to put in their cart. And even then, it is so convenient. I know I did a lot of Walmart grocery pickup a couple of years ago, and it was really easy to go look through the website, see what I want, add it to my cart, and then all I have to do is go pick it up. It saves me a lot of time as well. And then stores like Kroger sometimes have digital coupons where if you buy like a certain amount on online ordering, you'll get like $15 off. So that could be a way to save money as well. It doesn't really help you if you are a reverse meal planner. Like sometimes people can find better deals in the store rather than shopping online. And if you have this self-control to be able to walk in the store and buy just what you need and stick to your budget, then maybe online shopping is not for you. But some people thrive on online shopping and some people thrive on going in the store. So you got to choose what is best for you. My next tip is to find frugal recipes. Now, there are a lot of recipes out there that have like 10 to 12 different ingredients. And if you're trying to save money and maybe eat a little more simply, a lot of times those recipes just don't work for us. So instead, I have found other websites that actually break down the cost of certain recipes and help you to save money on some of that food. Budget Bites is one of them. I will link her website down below. I also have a couple of blog posts with really cheap meal ideas. I'm going to link everything down below for you to check out. Now, frugal doesn't necessarily have to mean boring. They might have fewer ingredients, but they definitely help you save money. Things like a simple pasta and spaghetti sauce or nachos, maybe taco bowls, things like that. And I'm not saying you can't get fancy, like you can maybe do a couple of those per week. But I typically thrive on making the simple recipes, even if it's just like cooking a few ingredients and putting them into a bowl, eating them that way. It is still really cheap. And lastly, my final tip for you is to know your cheap produce. Now, yes, prices have gone up somewhat, but there are still like a few different fruits and vegetables that typically stay at a lower price all throughout the year. There are some produce like, strawberries and watermelon and things that go on sale in the summertime because that's when they're most ripe. But there are other fruits and vegetables that stay pretty cheap all year round. And that list includes things like bananas and apples. Those usually stay cheaper all throughout the year. Different vegetables include carrots, onions, cabbage, potatoes, and sweet potatoes. When I am on a tight budget, those are the ones I tend to focus on because those are a little bit cheaper. And then frozen vegetables, honestly, are also really cheap. You could get like broccoli, cauliflower, some of those vegetables that may not be cheaper at certain times of year, but frozen vegetables do tend to be a little bit cheaper. They are just as nutritious as fresh vegetables, so don't think that you're missing out by eating frozen. So those are all the tips that I have for you today. Like I said, a lot of these you probably already knew, but hopefully you have a little bit more motivation to go out and save money on groceries. I've seen a lot of the comments that you guys have made on my videos, and oh my gosh, I cannot believe the prices on a lot of the things that you guys have. So leave me a comment and tell me, what are some of your favorite money saving tips? Anything that I have not shared that you want others to know? We are here to help each other. As always, make sure you subscribe, like this video, ring that bell, and that way you'll be notified when more videos like this come out, as well as my other grocery hauls, recipes, and meal planning tips. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you later. Did you know I offer one-on-one nutrition coaching? Whether your goal is to lose weight, eat healthier, or just want to know how to get started, I can help. You can schedule a free weight loss discovery call by using the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to chat with you.